Newtown Station, located at the intersection of King Street and Enmore Road, is a focal point of an urban assembly that is always in motion. In the past, this intersection served as a hub for travel and engagement in addition to being a crucial tram link. It still serves as a vital transportation hub today, connecting the road, rail, and bus networks and displaying tiers of integration that have developed over time. Trains, buses, pedestrians, and bikes all come together to create Sydney's liveliest exchange point. This study investigates how walkability, sensory experience, and identity are produced by public and private interfaces. The analysis reveals how Newtown's vitality is built at a micro scale through the overlapping lenses of walkability, townscape, and place identity, drawing this on Dovey and Wood's theory of interfaces. The urban interface, according to Dovey and Wood, is the dynamic boundary where architecture, use, and social activity converge, separating the public and private spheres. Dovey and Pafka elaborate on this by defining walkability as a combination of affordance, mobility, and design in which the built environment facilitates a pedestrian interaction and mobility. While Prushansky, Fabian, and Kamenov define place identity as the emotional and symbolic connection between individual and their surroundings, Cullen's Soundscape concentrates on the street visual and experience sequence. When combined, these frameworks enable us to view Newtown Station as a dynamic interface between movement, perception, and meaning in addition to being infrastructure. The fragrance of roasted coffee, the pulse of conversation, and the metallic echo of the trains all engage in senses as soon as we step off the station. The street appears as a sequence of visual episodes beneath the cover of awnings. The mural, I Have a Dream, the neon sign and brightness, and the constructing textures of modern glass and old masonry. The street as a cinematic experience that emerges in motion is Cullen's serial vision. Every shopfront, doorway, and facade serves as a micro interface that brings interior life into publics. A dense ecology of interfaces appear all the time around the station. Transparent stores and cafes predominate, maintaining social permeability and visibility. Open bars and corner stores are examples of porous thresholds that blurs ownership lines and encourage casual gathering. The continuity is broken by opaque surfaces like the rail, wall, and service entrances, which produce pause and detachments. According to Dovey and Wood, interfaces are adaptive assemblages that can change as a result of commonplace activities like pop-up booths, mobile seats, and outdoor dining extensions. The street use and perception are constantly being reconfigured by these modifications, which strike a balance between need and comfort and inclusivity of commercial vibrancy. Here, walkability is embodied choreography of space rather than just pedestrian flow. The design mobility affordance approach proposed by Dovey and Pafka is evidently used. In design, a pedestrian scale is produced by the small blocks, awnings, narrow lots, and fine-grained fabric. In mobility, higher accessibility is maintained by constant mobility from buses, trains, and walking trails. In affordability, doorsteps, curbs, and street margins become casual gathering spots. Even minor changes such as recessed doorway, a bench, or a planter box serve as special invites. Townscape changes as the day gives way to the night. Shop fronts sparkle under artificial lights and murals, and signs serves as a reminder for past events and a sense of community. Cullen's concept of visual drama, a meticulous planned play of enclosure, light, and texture emerges. The location we live has become extensions of who we are. As Proshansky and associates reminds us that identity is socially and spatially created. Layered histories, including LGBT culture, street art, heritage terraces, and resistance legacy, are ways of Newtown express this identity. The street's everyday look is rebranded by gentrification, which challenges these physical cues that promote commitment. These layers come together to form a living assemblage around a Newtown station where form, mobility, and meaning are always intersecting. Walkability is shaped by interfaces. It gives an identity and enhances the cultural value of the areas. This interdependence demonstrates how vibrancy of public life is maintained by small-scale design such as awnings, entry, and murals. It also shows us how these urban forms continue to uphold the values of country, connection, gathering, and continuity. This section of Newtown's display the core of the city, the boundary where the memory and movement collide, where identity and architecture coexist, and where the interfaces itself become the most human aspect of the metropolis.